Hello. Why do I look weird? I look different than usual. I don't know what it is about my own self. Hi everybody, I'm doing free tarot readings, tarot and mediumship. Hi there, Stacy, how are you? Casey, yeah, I have been, I haven't done my, live stream in a while. I know, summer's got me drove. I beg for it to come, and then I'm like, what if I sign up for Nancy or Mary for Casey, please? Let me ask for one. Let me ask for Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Casey is here to see you. Hi, Nancy. I have your daughter, Casey. Aww. Nine of Hearts is the daughter card. Very sweet. She's happy to see you, Casey. She says, I'm really happy to see you. My daughter. My daughter, I'm so happy to see her, she says. She's saying you look really nice, Casey. Like you're looking well in general. Or maybe at this minute, maybe you just put on some lip gloss or something. But she says you're looking well. She's asking you, how is work going? Are you working right now? Because I'm seeing Four of Swords. And that might indicate that you're on a break from work. You're doing well with work? Okay. You are on a break. Okay. Oh, like as in your break, like your lunch break. Got it. Casey, are you married? So, where is he gone? Does he go places? Does he leave? Your mom is asking, where is he? Where is he gone? Where is he to? Why is he always leaving? Where is he going? Your mom's not quite that happy with him, I don't think, because he's always leaving. Now, if that's his work or something, it's probably not his fault, but okay. So I guess if you're on opposite schedules, or there's some kind of thing here where it's not looking like the greatest case, the greatest scenario or something, your mom's not that happy with your fiance, I would say. She sees him as being a little bit selfish in some ways. So just keep that in mind. Casey, do you have any questions for your man? Okay. Nancy, Casey is asking, how did you like it when you saw Grandma? How is she? How's Mary doing? How are you both doing together? Anything want to be said about that? She said it felt like home. Grandma feels like home to her. It looks to me like they both are saying we're free from confines, free from the four walls that confined us. Okay? That makes sense to you? Okay. They're talking about her goodbyes, but the outcome being better than anyone could ever expect is how they're describing it. Hard goodbyes, but beautiful outcome. Okay. Nancy and Mary, Casey loves you. She's sending you her love. She misses you guys. And they say hugs. They say give her a hug for us. They're hugging you. They're holding you in their arms, okay? Rockabye baby. They're holding you in their arms. What's that book? What's that book where the mom holds the son in the end? No, the son holds the mom in the end. Or what is it? I'll love you for always. I love you for always. Yeah, forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby will be. That's what they want to say to you, Casey. Welcome into the Magua Collective, everybody. I am a medium and tarot card reader. I can give you guidance. You're welcome, my sweet. I can give you guidance from the universe on major life events that you have going on. You can ask God and your guides advice on your situations. You can talk to your loved ones in heaven. Predictions if we get bored. How's that? Let's take the important stuff first. Lucky Star is asking, Lucky Star is asking for guidance on a new job, please. Guidance on a new job for Lucky Star. It's showing you as sensitive and sentimental. So hang on, let me block this person. So they're describing you as sensitive and sentimental. So it depends on what your question is about your job. Like, what is the guidance you're asking for? Are you asking for what job should you work at, or like what might be a good field for you to go into, or something like that? But I see you working in a job that is compassionate. You're compassionate care. So will you find a new job soon? Tell me, what is your field? What do you work at? What jobs are you applying on? And if you're not on the right track, I'll put you on track. I'm seeing you as a compassionate care worker, as in home care, child care, administrative. Maybe you're looking in the wrong field for yourself. Now, there's nothing wrong. Administrative work is almost like best case for most people. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, my sweet? But I would see you working in administrative jobs. I'm not saying you have to work in childcare. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You can be a receptionist at an old age home. You can do accounting for a daycare provider. You don't have to be a daycare provider. I'm giving you hints on where you can find this job that you're looking for. So take me hints. Best of luck. You work in healthcare. Perfect. So keep applying in healthcare. Prediction. She's asking for a prediction. Will she get a new job soon? Can I get a yes or no for her? Yes, you will get a new job soon. Hi, Lori. How are you? Sil33, tell me your name and your dad's name, please. Cora, will I be offered another new job position? Will Cora be offered another new job position? Yes. Priscilla is here for her father, Paul, please. Priscilla is here for Paul. He didn't call you Priscilla, though, did he? You can tell me what he would have called you. Would he call you Scylla? Paul? Your daughter's here, Paul? Pet names, okay. He wouldn't have called you Priscilla. He might call you like Prissy. Prissy Missy. Like Missy, something like that. He is a good energy, Priscilla. He's a real good energy, and he is happier in heaven than he was on earth. 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups says, he says, I left my happy life behind, but I gained more when he died. He says he's better off now. He's so happy to see you, to have you here, and to get to talk to you. If you guys, if you haven't spoken to him, he wants to put things to rest. He wants to say goodbye to you. He wants to say, I love you. It feels like you may not have had a chance to speak since he passed. He's feeling happy to be able to have this opportunity to talk to you. And he says, don't forget the girls, or don't forget the other people who he would be saying goodbye to. I see you guys, I see you, Priscilla, gathered around with other people. It looks like sisters, but it could just be other people in general. And he says that the family gets through, oh, lovely, because it looks like a group of women. Look, you and your mom and your sister. That's sweet. He says the way that we, as in our family, gets through grief is to make a joke about it. You guys, when you're sitting around in your grief, you try to remember the good stuff about them. You try to tell the happy stories, the funny things he would have said, the teasy. Like, you guys seem like a teasy group together, and it's really nice. He loves that. He appreciates that. You don't get too stuck in the darkness. It looks like you guys, I feel like your family has a lot of lightness. Like, your souls are lighthearted, and it's a really good way to be. So he's calling you Nine of Pentacles. You're like, or is that your sister? Who's single? Priscilla? Are one of you single, you or your sister? Someone has an ex who is still lurking about. It looks like to me. If you guys are young and you don't have ex-husbands yet, that's you? Okay. Like, the lurking about ex, dad kind of says, like, don't pay any attention to him. Don't let him get to you. Dad would say, like, put the boots to him. Like, the ex, the King of Swords, he'd say, I put the boots to him. That's his advice. He's saying something like, Dad, would like to give him a kick in the butt. Put the boots to him, give him a kick. Swift kick in the arse or something. I don't know if your dad's from Newfoundland or if I'm just speaking my own colloquial language, but he's speaking in a funny, he's speaking in jest. In jest. He says, buddy, better look out. And he's like, any new boyfriends you get, better look out too. Because you're gorgeous, he's very protective of you. He's like, my daughters are the most beautiful. I'm going to put the boots to them. He's protective of you guys. Do you want to ask him any questions, Priscilla? He likes you being single. He thinks that that's your best option, is to be single. And he says, goodbye, my love. He loves you guys a lot. Okay, let's ask about Patrick. Dad says, goodbye, my love. So I'll put Dad to rest, and then I'll call Patrick in. Hi, Patrick. How old was Patrick when he passed, Priscilla? Did Patrick have a daughter? Did he have a child? Doesn't have to be a daughter. Did Patrick have a child? He sees you guys. Oh, that's sister. Okay, gotcha. For some reason in my mind, he felt like an uncle for a minute. There might be an uncle over there too in heaven. Patrick says, my sisters. Again, like, this is you and your mom and your sister. He gave me the 3 of Cups too. Oh, do you? Okay. Because he feels like your uncle rather than your brother. But he says that you guys are really good at overcoming your grief. This is a common thread for you, and like that is really, really great for you and your sister and your mom. I know that you guys grieve for your last loved ones, but you handle it really well. And I'll tell you what, the fact that you 3 grieve them well puts their souls at rest. If you have people left behind in the material realm who cannot process their grief, that impacts the person who's passed on. So real big kudos to you and your sister and your mom about how with how much fortitude, because it gives them, the first card that they gave me was 10 of Cups. It gives them a happily ever after where they are in heaven. You guys, you have their memories, you remember them, you joke about them, you're there for each other, you lean on each other, and your dad and your brother are very happy little spirits. So you can't get much better than that, and your brother says he looks out for you guys. And especially about property management. He's talking about houses and pieces of land, I would say. And it looks to me like your brother kind of guides you guys toward who to work with. So I see him kind of guiding you towards certain real estate agents and certain lawyers. Okay, cool. So Priscilla does have property stuff going on, and your brother is, it's all going to be well. Your brother is guiding you guys to use the right lawyers and the right collaborations. And if you're selling or buying, you're going to be selling to the right person or buying from the right person, using the right lawyers, all that kind of stuff. Because your brother is kind of giving you these little nudges. Like you might see an ad in the yellow pages for a certain person to call. And that's your brother giving you that. Okay? Okay, Priscilla, do you want to ask them any questions or anything? You're welcome. They're happy little ghosties. Okay, my sweet. Somebody asked me about their grandparents. What was that person's name? Tanya? Or Tanya? Tanya, I think you pronounce your name. Tanya? Hi, Tanya. How are you? Here's your grandfather already. Didn't take him long. He's right there. So your grandparents, will you tell me your grandparents' names? Here he is. Yeah, he did not waste a second. Ray and Joan. What did you call them? Pop or Poppy or whatever your pet name was for him? He wants you to call him that. And he says, I was sick of waiting, Grampy. Grampy says, Jumpins, he almost said Joan. I'm sick of waiting here. He was like saying to his wife, Joan, I'm sick of waiting. He's like, what's taking so long? Hi, Grampy. Tanya's here to talk to you. He's funny. He would be the man who tries to get through the grocery store with a vengeance. Like he's on a mission. Whatever he does, he's on a mission. Very funny. He doesn't have time to be waiting around. Tanya, are you married? Or, I mean, do you live with a man? Okay. So, do you guys have something going on with your house? I see some kind of disruption with your home. If it hasn't happened yet, Grampy will be there for you when it does. I would say, yeah, I'll just call it like a disruption with your home, okay? Do you guys have kids, you and your husband? I am a newfie indeed. You have one boy. Okay, Grampy. What else do you want me to say about this? So I'm seeing a damaged house. It could be repairs that will be needed. What you should know at the end of the day is that you will always come out on top of whatever. You and your son will always come out on top. Oh, did you? Okay. I see you probably at some point in your life having a period of independence where you're like independent woman. Is this your first husband or your second husband? This one. Not that I see a second one. Okay. Because I see at some time in your life having a period of time where you are an independent woman, let me say. Now, that could mean that your husband ends up having to go away to work or something and you're carrying things on your own, that kind of feeling. But I see you as a Nine of Pentacles, which is doing your own thing. And like I said, I don't see a second husband, but just a period of you being independent. Okay? But you and your son will always be happy. Okay. You and your son will always be happy. Do you have any questions for your grandfather, Tanya? He loves your little boy. He says, that little boy is the greatest gift. Oh, look, my son is number 1. That is so cute. Well, I wasn't reading your comment. I was reading my cards. But they said Queen of Hearts and number 1. Like Ace of Pentacles is the number 1 because there's no number 1 in the deck. It's an ace represents the number 1 and the Queen of Hearts. That's cute. Grampy is always with you, my love. Yes, he is. Grampy is always with you. How would you respond to that, Grampy? She asked, are you always with her? How would you respond? Yeah, he actually goes out of his way to create a bit of a stir in your house to let you know that he's there. Blinking lights, a drip, 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 a tap dripping. Is his little hello when your tap is dripping and when your lights are blinking. That's his way of saying hello. He's definitely always with you. Oh, cute. That's a nice one. He sneaks around, he says, like his spirit is actually there with you, sneaking around. Let me just ask for one little thing from Joan, and then I'll get Elizabeth. I'll move on to Elizabeth. Joan, hi Joan, because Joan's been waiting too. I'm not gonna shut her off. She's the grandma. Joan, what would you like to say to Tanya? She deserves her voice, Joan, don't you? That's what I'm here for. Give you your voice. She says, this is cute. She says, girls work together. Girls work together, says Joan. So Tanya, in your social groups among your friends and your social networks and all that kind of stuff, it feels to me like Joan was a girl's girl. She probably had her little clubs, like her seniors club or her knitting club, that kind of stuff. She probably volunteered at church, was in the choir, those types of things. She's a girl's girl. Joan is. And she's telling you to lean on your girlfriends. Whenever you're in need, lean on your girlfriends and your female relatives. Is your mom, is this your mother's, is Joan your mother's mother? She does like your mom, though, I would say, or she's referring to your mom. Because I think she's telling you, are you good with your mom? Or there's a mother type of figure here, at least, who looks like you can rely on. If it's not your own mom, it's a mother type of figure. Joan says, I love you, Tanya. And lean on your girls. Sweet. Hi, Serena. I have a request from Elizabeth I'm going to get to. Her friend Paula. Okay. Well, now, isn't this sweet because Tanya's grandmother, Joan, was saying, lean on your girlfriends. And Elizabeth is here saying, I could use a little pick-me-up in my heart today. Can I hear from my friend Paula? So the ghosties know what's up. Like, I can just imagine Joan and Paula kind of like waiting in the line together and being like, we got our girls here. Hi, Paula. I'm telling Paula that you're being called Elizabeth. Paula says, how sweet of you to think of me. She feels touched that when you needed some comfort, that she's the one you asked for. Did Paula have children? Elizabeth, did Paula have children? And a dog? Maybe? There might be a dog or cat or type of energy who is living or in heaven. A dog too? Okay. And then probably a man. And she says, now, this is how she's saying this. She's saying this in a bit of a joking way where she's saying, give them grief. But she means to like give them a hard time, like poke fun at them when next time you see them. If you ever see her family, she'd like you to like give them grief, like poke fun at them, tell them to straighten up or something like this. But she wants everybody to know that, okay, that she is protecting them. And she's kind of like, at the same time as that joking comment about giving them grief, she says, at the same time, there's nothing that anybody can grieve you with that I won't be able to help you through. That's what Paula says to her family. When the world gives you grief, I'm right there to put you in a bubble. Like, it feels like she bubble wraps her family. And what do you want to say to your friend, Paula? Paula's telling me, she's like, yes, girl, you nailed that. She's like, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Protection. She says, yes, bubble wrap. I put you in a bubble wrap. And she's saying that to you too. Hi, Kimberly. She's telling you that you're protected. Oh my God, Elizabeth. I just see your mental turmoil. And here's the imagery she's using for me. And sometimes stuff is so random because it's like Paula and I just have to come up with a language that we can both share. She's talking about how there are certain vitamins such as collagen that cushion the joints and the brain. And I don't know if you guys, if you went digging into your memory, you might remember you guys watching infomercials or some kind of direct sellers approaching you guys about collagen or something, where it cushions your joints. And she says that her like love for you and her spirit for you puts you in a cushion. And as I'm looking at I got all these numbers up here. It says 4, 4, 3, 3, and 7, 7. Those angel numbers are just bopping about. 3, 3, 4, 4, and 7, 7. But yeah, she says, like, I'm your collagen. She's like, I'm cushioning your joints. I'm your collagen. And she's telling you that the best is yet to come for you in your life. She says, the best is yet to come. You have no idea, she says. You have no idea the best is yet to come. Oh, yes, you're going to be getting a man. There's a King of Hearts in your cards. He's right here. But it's not coming easy. It's not coming easily. She's rooting for you and she's behind you in this endeavor with this king. She says, I'm rooting for you. And she says, this will require planning and it will require being intentional. So this King of Cups coming into your life at some point in the future, which he will. It's not an easy accomplishment between the two of you, between you and he. It's something that you both have to strive for independently, individually. You will both be striving toward each other. And only when he is at his best and you are at your best will you unite. And that's the kind of storyline that Paula is also giving to us. She's like, it's not an easy connection, this one. This is not an easy connection. But she says, I'm your cushion. Lean on me, I'm your cushion. And she says, the best is yet to come. Right? Elizabeth, do you want to ask her any questions? She's telling me that she's had her heartbreaks in her life, but she says after, the way she's putting it is like after hardship, there must come rest. After running a marathon, you're eventually going to collapse if you don't just rest. So it's like the rest is inevitable. It will always occur. And what she means by rest is like, just that taking a load off. Now, if her mother is still alive, or do you know anything about her mother, Elizabeth? Paula's mother? Is she living or passed? Hi, my friends. Thanks for coming in. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. So she might be saying hello to her mom. If her mom is living, she's saying hello to her mom. If her mom is in heaven, she's letting you know that they're together, okay? And her daughter, Paula's daughter, it looks like she's going to have a very successful life. I don't know how old she is yet, but she looks like she will be a very successful person in the long run of her life. That's her daughter. She will move forward with success and wealth. Can't ask for better than that. KK, thanks Elizabeth for coming in. Charles is back. Charles is here. Hi, Charles. Charles, what are your questions tonight? And Kimberly. Kimberly, keep commenting so I don't forget you. Charles, it says you're looking handsome. Now, I can't see you, but the cards can. You're welcome, Elizabeth. So, did you shave today? Charles shaved today. Or he combed his hair or something. Put gel in. Sounds like my candle is screaming. It does. I think the ghosties live in there. You just got out of the shower. That's cute. And you shaved yesterday. The cards can see you. I can't see you. So don't feel like creeped out, guys. I cannot see you guys. I don't have visions of my viewers. Actually, it's kind of interesting. You think that they show me your faces, but they don't. They only show me what they want to show me. So he's in his boxers. Oh my goodness. That's getting... We got to chill it out here, Charles. Okay, so he wants to hear about his relationship with Juliana, please. She's hopeful. She's optimistic about you guys. Matt, are you serious? Oh my God. That's crazy. What made you decide to do that? Tiffany! Oh my God. Don't be so anonymous. Show me your face, girly girl. He was too hot. I'm telling you, I got the hotties here. Charles. Tiffany, thanks for asking. It's a question without an answer, that one. I don't know. How am I? I don't know. Charles, listen, here's Juliana. And it says she's hopeful and optimistic for the future. She's waiting for things to... she's waiting for things to like play out between you guys. You're already making demands on her, Charles. You've come to the wrong place if you want me to take your side. You've come to the wrong place. I'm on her side. You want this, you desperately want this girl to marry you, but yet you're stepping up and saying, I told her what I expect, more attention. But do you want her as she is or not? Because if you're going into this relationship wishing she were different, that's not good on either side. She shouldn't wish you to be different, and you shouldn't wish her to be different. Right, Matt? So you're happy with her. So Charles, if you're happy with her, then let her be. Right? That makes sense. So to answer your question, like what about your relationship with her? She's good. Like she looks to me like hopeful, optimistic. Anything else Charles needs to know about Juliana? Yeah, 10 of Wands says pressure. Too much pressure. So it says she's a young, pretty girl. She doesn't need all that pressure. That's what it says. Will you see her in around January? Can I get a prediction? Will he see her in January? Yeah, if things keep going well, then you will. But you certainly do have the potential to mess this up. Serena, something happened. Oh my God, I need all the tea, boys. Give me the tea. Yeah, see, Charles, 5 of Swords is fighting. So don't go fighting with her. Should you propose? Yes, you should. You should propose, but don't go fighting with her, because if you do, she will leave you. So it's questionable if you're going to see her in January. The answer would be yes if you are nice to her, but the answer is if you are mean to her, she will leave you. Okay? Okay. Oh my God. I got Tiffany to catch up on, and I got Serena to catch up on. Tiffany published her book. Congratulations. Tiffany, tell us about it. It's a cookbook, right? Tell us the name of it so we can all buy it. Yay, yay, yay. Holla. And now, Tiffany, the cards gave you 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords says, now you need a nap. After all that, now you need a nap. Show me Tiffany's life, please. So how's the relationship? I feel in your energy, the Bay Kitchen. Oh my God, it's available on Amazon, Indigo, and Barnes & Noble. Tiffany, that's amazing. What an accomplishment. Good for you. So cool. And now I feel for you that you're feeling you want to claim a time for yourself now, right? It looks like you want to claim a time for yourself. So whether or not you still love your partner, I don't know. He's not really showing here, but it's looking like I need to focus on some self-love. Tiffany, how do you feel about your career path, like your day job? Have we talked about that before? Are you staying home with your kids right now? I see some period of time where you're home with your kids, or you're working from home. Okay. So we're wondering, is that going to work out well? Like it looks like financial stability. So I'm not too concerned about it. It looks like fine. Yeah, it looks stable for you to be working from home. Do you want to ask any questions about your career path or about your relationship? Like, do you want to get into any of that, or? Yeah, for the foreseeable future, you should definitely write more. Definitely. And yes, for the foreseeable future, it looks stable. And your books, like the answer will be yes. For will my books continue to do well? The answer is yes. And you're getting 3 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, which is really, really great energy regarding you working from home, being independent, selling your books. It's really positive place for you to be in. So I guess you've really been through the absolute ringer and been focusing on the book, and it looks like you did exactly the right thing for yourself with that. Nine of Hearts, dream come true. Nine of Pentacles, independent woman. You're doing good, Tiff. You're doing good. You are doing good. And you will continue to do well. Now, 9 gives me, look. 9, 9, 9. 9 of Hearts is wish come true. 9 of Pentacles is independent woman. 9 of Swords is stress. You take the bad with the good, right? Tiff, if you have any other questions or topics that you want to talk on, drop them in the comments. Let me see what we have for Serena. 2 of Hearts, Serena. 2 of Hearts is either you love me or you love someone else. It's a connection. 2 of Hearts is a connection. It's like loving somebody. Got 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. So, did you break up? Or is it strained? Why is it strained? Okay, good. What's the stress? How's your mother? Is your mom in your life very much? You don't talk to your mom? Why is she coming? So I'm not really asking why is she. I guess I'm just wondering aloud to the universe. It's talking about your mom. And whether or not you know it, when you feel triggered and stressed in your relationships, it's likely residual from your relationships in childhood. So I'm going to say we have some attachment wounds with you, and that may bleed into your romantic relationships. So something to look out for and probably do a little bit of therapy around. Your mother would never have to be involved in this. It's purely for yourself. Your partner wouldn't have to be involved in it. But I would say that your partner triggers things in you. Probably especially abandonment. And you might get a little bit mad at him sometimes when really you're mad at your mom. Know what I mean? But what's the big thing that happened? Tell me. Let me change my deck of cards. Let me see if I get some. Show me what's the big thing that happened in Serena's life. What big thing happened? Did you get a promotion? New business? It's not telling me a big event. Eight of Wands is a movement forward, though. Show me what's happening currently in Serena's life. Big events, please. I'm not getting anything that you'd want to hear about. It's just like your ex is still there or something. But I kind of see I see some momentum in your career. Incoming momentum in your career. So are you still working in a hair salon? Are you a hairstylist and do you work in the same salon? Makeup artist. Give her guidance. So if you're independently working, that's good. I like that for you. It's looking well. I think you're going to have some growth in your business with the Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands is creativity, creative energy. And the Queen of Wands is a beauty queen. She uses use your makeup brush as your magic wand. I see you at some point in your career, if you would want this for yourself, you could be a boss of an establishment and you could have staff under you if you want that. If you don't want it, that's fine, but it is a potential storyline that I see here in your cards. You being a boss and growing, expanding your business. You could have multiple practitioners. I would say, like, I was at Kalon Glow recently, and they have like every beauty service all in one place. And it's ideal because it's one-stop shop for everything that people need. And you wouldn't have to be providing all those services. You would own the building. You would be the manager and you would hire girls. And that's what I see. If you ever wanted to expand your business or go bigger or something like that, that's what I would see you doing. And you should call it something about mermaids. Serena, sirens, something like that. We'll see. Now, did you tell me that something happened, though, that I didn't see in your cards? Because I'm not seeing, like, a big event. Okay. Oh, I did not see that. They did not tell me. Oh, congratulations. Yay! Now, look at all that stuff that came out about mothers, about your mother. So, you might find yourself going through some waves of emotion regarding your own mother in this process. That's what that was all about. Good for you. Congratulations. Let's put blessings on Serena's pregnancy. Blessings on Serena's pregnancy. All the good energy. I feel like this baby is going to be easy along for the ride. I think you're still going to be able to work really well, like continue your career. And the babe, I just see like the baby on your hip along for the ride. Tell me the gender when it comes, because I have a guess, but I'm not going to say. Who am I missing? You have a guess. Tell us when you find out and see who was right. Kimberly, are you still here? Kimberly with her dad, Joe. Is Kimberly still here? Rainflower, leave me your question in the comments there and I'll do you now. Sorry, I'm such a type B reader. Mutter Hen, I see all your stuff. I love your stuff that you post. Very relatable. Okay, Rainflower is asking about a retreat and owning property. Can I get a response to that for Rainflower, please? Owning property. Give me a response to her, whatever question she has about her retreat, please. 9 of Wands says keep going. The retreat is going to require you to read the fine print. Don't be too quick in planning it. Is it already planned? Now you do have the 10 of Cups at the end for retreat. So I do see a successful retreat in your potential, in your energy. I see you needing to be very particular about things. You have a plan. So I see your plan being pretty particular, I would say. Which, good. The Judgment card comes in where let spirit guide you in your decision making and the choices that you have to make here. I don't know what it is about this retreat. It's going to go really well. I see it successful for you. I think you're going outside the norm. You are being creative, seeking different ways of doing a retreat. It doesn't look like a cookie cutter retreat. So for that reason, you're going to have to be a little bit probably persistent in your methods. Like, it's giving me the phrase my way or the highway, and that's how you should approach it. Your way or the highway. Be like, it's my retreat. I'm the one doing it. I want it this way. If you don't like it, don't come. That kind of thing. It's a situation where you can't please everybody, but the people who you can please will be very pleased. It looks like loving. And now Rainflower. She's also wondering about owning property. Owning property, please. I see a lot of things falling through with your property. Oh. So they're connected. So are you seeking to buy and own a property for the retreat? I see that idea falling through. Will she own? So this is a bit of a complex. There's a lot of puzzle pieces in this question. Will she own the property on which the retreat happens? Like, it's kind of like, I don't think the universe would prioritize the ownership that much. If they want the retreat, if the universe wants the retreat to happen for you, it will happen. The ownership, will she own the land? Will she acquire a property? I think it's likely that you will at some point acquire a property for your retreats. However, I see some things falling through. So some of the ideas you have will not come to fruition. But at the end, it's like things will work out as they're meant to for this idea of yours. I think you have a really good idea, and I think it will be successful. It just may not, there may be some compromise with the universe, but I would say trust in the universe here, trust in your own purpose, and let the universe guide you more. You probably have a bit of a rigid manifestation, and let's just be a little bit flower child about it. If we're gonna, you seem to have a flower child vibe, so like embrace that flower child mindset instead of like any rigidity. I hope that helps. That was hard for me to pull at because I I was putting together puzzle pieces. Okay. Awesome. Well, if the perfect place showed, let it be. It shall be. Okay. Mother Hen, remind me of your first name, please. And you were asking me... You'll take what you can get. Hilarious. Okay. Mother Hen is asking for a message, please. What's your name again? Grace. I give myself grace to be perfectly imperfect. Mattman says, I look like your neighbor. I hope not. Hope I'm not your neighbor. Be locking me doors. I always lock my doors. Mother Hen, your message says, I give myself grace to be perfectly imperfect. Let me get a little bit about what they mean by that. Let me elaborate a little bit. Can't remember your first name though. Mother Hen, Mother Hen. This one's for you. Where'd she go? Okay, what's your name? What's your name? I can't remember. Or do you not want to tell me? It's okay if you don't want to. Just let me know that you're not going to respond to that. I'm just waiting for you to say your name and it never comes. Lydia, I'm going to get off pretty soon. I can pull a few cards for you though, if you're here. Okay, that's fine. So Mother Hen, for you, your cards say, you are perfectly complete just the way you are. That's a good one. Color Hen. With the World card coming out with it and the give yourself grace to be perfectly imperfect, the World card is fulfilled. It's like I am complete. It's I'm good enough. I'm complete the way I am. And it looks to me like there are some people in your life who cause you doubt, who cause you to doubt yourself, who cause you to be insecure. There are probably some women in your life who gossip against you or just try to bring you down. There are women who try to bring you down, and it's telling you you're not perfect, but you are you. Like you're perfectly you. So that's the message from the cards for you. And you're on the right path with your choices, with your life choices. Next up, I had Lydia, please. Can I get a message for Lydia? Lydia, did you have any specific questions? Things I'm not, any details you want to tell me that I'm not aware of? Okay, let's just see what comes out for you. For Lydia, please. Can I get a message for Lydia? Lydia, how old are you again? You feel like a young chickie. I think you're me like maybe 15 years ago. Oh, Roma, thank you so much. Will you send me, Roma, that request in direct message so I remember you, please? I'll put you on a cancellation list. If you're looking for video chat, I have 30-minute session available this Sunday at noon Newfoundland time. Lydia, can I have a message for Lydia, please? Okay, my sweet, send me a message. We'll put you in. Lydia, I see your King of Cups reversed. So the man who's in your life currently. I see him trying to woo you, but he's saying the wrong thing. It looks like everything he says hits you wrong. Everything he says is like it's like a jab, but he doesn't mean it to be a jab. He's actually trying to be nice, but it's like he doesn't know how to be nice. Hi, Douglas. Best kind. How are you? And Lydia, it's telling you in response to your situation. Yeah, okay, you just said that to yourself. He does. I can see that it's not intentional, so fine. He's innocently stupid there. But that doesn't mean that it still has an impact on you. So you don't have to like accept it or like think he's being good or something. Then we have the Ace of Cups, the Strength, and the Temperance. It says like you can handle it. But you shouldn't have to, is what it says. It says you can handle it, but you shouldn't have to. And then the Tower, like, if you have not, like, reacted to him on these little jabs, you're allowed to react. You're allowed to tell him he's being an asshole. So if you kind of keep quiet and keep the peace about that, you don't have to. Is Lydia's king currently still talking to anybody else, please? Currently, I believe he is not. But he still has the 10 of Wands and the Devil card. And the 4 of Wands reversed. So the damage is done, basically. But currently, it looks like he is not talking to anybody else right now. But the damage is done, kind of. It says you can't take back. He can't take it back. No apology can fix it. They're just saying that kind of thing over and over. Okay, and then the 8 of Cups. Oh my God, the 8 of Cups could not be more clear because the 8 of Cups tells you to leave. Sorry, it's not funny. You guys know I'm just like, the cards just freak me out sometimes. They're just like, girl, bye. Like, girl, you gotta leave. One day you will. Okay, Lydia, you're so welcome, my sweet. Thank you guys all for being here so much. Yes, you can book sessions with me. Yes, I am booked up for the summer. I am booked up, but I do keep people in mind for cancellations or for lots of times I can like squeeze people in here and there, okay? I try my best for you guys. So, and I try my best to come on for your live videos, for your live stream. So Roma, it's at noon. So it will be Newfoundland's quite a bit later than Alberta. So we will figure out the time in DM. Shine bright, everybody.